Well, hello everyone. We're back again. Hold on, I need a drink. No, sir, this game is not criminal. You're a criminal or something. I don't know. Speaking of criminals, I've got stories tonight. I've got stories, and more than likely, guys, we're probably gonna beat Gears of War 2 tonight. I'm pretty sure we're at the tail end of it. I'm fairly certain we are. Maybe I'm misremembering the length of this game, but I'm gonna tell stories about things that I've seen. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Kill him. Oh, snap. Hello. Well, that guy's dead. Ah. Yummy. Yeah, I missed the strawberry jelly of this video game. I really did. I just missed the strawberry jelly blood effects. It never gets old. Oh my god. Yes, soak the bullets. Soak the bullets. Okay, that hurts. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, ow, ow. That actually hurt. Absolutely. Oh, okay, well, I guess that solution is done. I need ammo. Thank you. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Oh, I had to have a full mag. Yes. Oh god. No. Yes. I shot him in the dick and balls. Actually, do they even have dick and balls? I don't even know. I shot him where his dick and balls would be before he turned into a monster. Oh man. I still got my cold. Die. Thank you. But it's okay. Wait, is that was one of my guys. Alright, fine. Yes!
Control, we're through the archives building and are now approaching Cooper Street.
Cooper Street. Cooper!
We'll keep you posted. Delta out.
Yes, we must approach the Cooper Street. Okay. Wow. I don't know what it is about having a cold, but man, that soda did not taste right. I'm gonna drink more of it, but you know, it doesn't taste right. I'm tired after a long day. I need something to pep me up. Alright, I got my big gun to compensate for my little gun.
Take the street.
And of course I'm talking about my pistol. Not talking about the thing in the pants, you know. Here we go. Waddle, 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 warble, 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 warble. Here we go. Whee! Oh, hello. A sniper rifle. Always, always welcome here. Why can't I? Oh, hello. Why? That was... Oh, he wasn't dead. That's why. That would make way more sense because he's not dead. See, that actually doesn't make me feel stupid at all. I thought that guy was dead already. And that was just a sniper rifle on the ground beside him. And not him actually being dead, and therefore he dropped his rifle. That seems, now that I think about it, way more likely. Yeah, I'm gonna sweep that garage without my big old gun. Here we go. Oh, so it isn't really his rifle. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. You're gonna give me that sniper rifle? I mean, gonna give me that sniper rifle? No? Okay. Oh, he's dead. Okay, that works. Alright. I did my job. I mean, I didn't do anything, but I did my job. Very good. Let's make sure I'm not about to get myself killed here. Man, do I even do anything on this mission so far? Oh, there we go. Let's try to... Oh! Ow! 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 Alright, that hurt. No, that hurt. Oh, let's see here. Oh, there we go. There you go. Oh my god, not again, not again! Alright, let's try this again. This time with more awesomeness. I like how the AI did everything for me both times. Like, I literally was just there kind of for moral support. Trying desperately to be like, hey guys, I'm gonna be helpful, I promise, I swear I'm gonna be helpful. Oh, yes! The juicy bits fly everywhere. See, now it tells me I can grab it. Alright, here we go. Yummy! Ah, perfect. See, and everybody wins. They're dead. They're dead. And he's dead. Alright, let's see if I can get this guy again. Let's see if I can get him again. Nope. Ah, hit him. Got it. Yeah, boy. It only took me a couple seconds, but I still win. Damn. Ow! I should know better. You don't stand actually next to the window when you shoot somebody with a sniper rifle. That's just bad form. Oh, god dang it! There we go. There we go. Let's do it again. No. 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 Bad, Dick Helmet Man. Dick Helmet Man, come back here. I demand you show your ugly frigging face. There's no ammo. Alright, I'm gonna need to swap this out. I can't run around without ammo. But I'll always get... Oh, hello. There's a box of ammo right here. Look at that. I thought that I wouldn't get more ammo. Well, color me surprised. Come on, Dick Helmet Man. I guess he's not really a man. And he definitely doesn't have a head anymore, so I guess he's not really a dickhead helmet anymore. Ah! No, bad guys. Gotcha. Yeah, suck it. Suck it. Oh, suck it. Ah. Come on. Come on. Oh, sweet Jesus, yes. Alright, now kick this over. That's how you do it. You just 1 foot flat kick it right out the goddamn window. Which, by the way, whoever designed this, terrible designer. You really shouldn't have a car park with an open space like that. It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. In case any of you want to be architects one day, I don't recommend it. I would 0 out of 10 would not recommend. There we go. Ooh, Flammenwerfer. Let's see. Are there other bad people down here? I don't see any bad people down here. I really feel like I haven't done a whole lot here. Would not recommend staying at Myth's house. I mean, as of right now, I probably wouldn't either. There's lots of crowds and noise and like not a lot of food. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And not a lot of food here right now. I'm actually surviving off like graham crackers and like chicken noodle soup. That's about all I got right now. No, I'm sorry. I have a bag of grapes as well. I have very little food right now. You do not want to stay at my house. You are correct. 0, like 1 out of 10. The grapes were good. Oh god, no! Ah, no! Yes! Mmm! That's your boom? I did! Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. -3. No, that's not fair. Nobody's died at my house. Jeez. It's not like I'm a Manson family member. Good lord. Is he still alive? I don't even know. Is Charles Manson alive? Is he a thing still? Are people still scared of him, or is he still a heartthrob? I don't even know. I know he got married at one point. I'm working with... No! That's not funny. I don't want to murder some poor woman with her child. I'm not a freaking... No, never mind. I'm not going to say that. You know what? I'm going to say it anyway. I'm not a goddamn Democrat. I don't murder babies of the womb. I'm sorry. That was funny. Oh. That was funny.
Delta, we have reports of heavy locust activity between you and the sinkhole. Fortunately, the Hammer of Dawn satellites are online. You'll just need a clear line of sight to the sky.
Oh, no. They used a knife. I need to run. See, that's what happens when you run. Oh, look at that. His hands are all weird again. His hands are all weird. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I just don't know what to do with my hands. All right. Oh my gosh. You know, I can only kind of breathe right now. It's kind of nice. I can breathe, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Oh god, this guy's still alive. What the hell am I doing? Got that grind set. Come on. What the? Video game, why? Why? Why can't I shoot you? Or why can't I? Oh, you don't actually exist. Okay. All right. Well, that works. Don't magically exist in a little bit, okay? Just don't do that. I've played Gears of War many a time. I've never had that happen. Actually, let me grab you. Yummy! Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to die. No. You have satellite technology, yet you need me to stick a laser up its ass. Yes!
Shit, the building's coming down.
It's fine.
Move back, move back.
No, it's fine. Yes! I'm not gonna lie, this is a really cool weapon though, I'm not gonna lie. This is a fun weapon, I really liked it. It is broken as sin, but it's still a lot of fun. Right in the face. Come on, let's do it. Right in the face. Here we go. Come on, go on. Yes. Yes. Brrr. It would be a lot more enjoyable if it friggin' worked. Well, that's kind of the point, though, right? Is the weapon is supposed to be like really archaic and kind of ham-fisted. It's not supposed to work that well. That was kind of the point. Is that their best super weapon is one that does not work very well. One might argue that like they are advanced in some ways and really archaic in others, and that's kind of what it kind of gives it a charm. And I think that does. I think that gives a little bit of a charm to it because, you know, like it's not a nuclear weapon where, you know, you do widespread devastation, although it's effective at, you know, killing things. But when it comes down to, whoops, didn't mean to do that. When it comes down to sheer power, it's got some of that, but I think the problem is you're right. It's very unreliable.
The beginning of the end.
Never thought they'd get to Jacinto.
I guess it was just a matter of time.
There's a guy to my right. There's Dom. Is he a guy? Can you gender him that way? I don't know if you can. What if he doesn't identify that way,
Let's use
sir?
the cranes to get across.
Cranes. I don't think it being reliable is an intentional programming choice. Maybe you look. I think it is. I mean, it's designed to be a programming choice. I mean, it's designed to be that way. Fuck, what are you doing? No, sir, you can't say that. It's important. Alright, can I just drop? There you go. I like how the engine on this sounds really, really small. Like, this doesn't sound like a big engine. They have the same broken shit in Bulletstorm. I've never played Bulletstorm. I think I just put him down and it doesn't matter. I think, yeah, I think the AI, it really doesn't matter. He's fine.
Okay, Don, get in that crane and get me across.
Yeah, he doesn't care. That works. But no, I mean, I think the Hammer of Dawn is actually a really cool weapon because it's so ineffective and it's so unreliable. And yeah, I know that, like, you know, it's not necessarily designed like to be that unreliable, but I think it works out that way because one, they're communists; they don't make anything good. Two, it kind of goes with the fact that nothing really ever works.
Hardly seems fair.
Oh yes, juicy headshots. Give me more. Ah, oh, lovely. But I think it's a good addition. It's also relatively brutal as a weapon. It's very pinpoint, but it just like tears apart everything in its wake. So when you fire, like, you know, I think in the third one when they show like the images of them firing a bunch of them at once, I love that. I love that scene. Yeah, boy. Oh snap! Okay. Oh, here we go. I'll solve this. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I died. But there's a lot of other writing in this game that doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know, like, why would you risk everything in little minor skirmishes? That kind of stuff.
Sweet.
Yes. Well, you know, theoretically, if I die, this problem is solved for me. It's y'all's problem now. Because it's not really my problem to deal with anymore. It's more your problem than it is mine at that point. I remember doing this with a buddy of mine back in the day and having to do this, and it was like the most annoying thing in the world because he kept dropping me. He kept treating me like I was the AI, and he would just drag me over and then just drop me down, and I was like, no, you have to sit there and be patient while I snipe these guys. Otherwise, like, we just have to do this over and over and over again. Like, you can't just drop me down all the time. It was great. Because he's like, what do you mean?
Okay, Doc, get in that crane and get me across.
And I was like, bro, I don't have AI health. It's like, yeah, you just have to get out and run, though. Ow, my gosh. How you doing tonight, fucker? What the hell? That works. There we go. Come here, you.
But that'll work.
Fair enough. Come here, you. Now! Yes! That's what I want to see. Ah. Getting it.
Good to go.
Pick up. Goddamn lane, man. I'm okay. I had to work on site now past quitting time because I had to manually install application. Oh, look, man, you know what? I remember those days when I had to do that. This isn't working. Why not? Well, because the computer profile, the user profiles aren't set up for this. Oh, thank you. Where's my desktop team? Well, they all went home. Screw you. Well, not the user, but the people that did that. Alright, let's go back up here. Yeah, suck it. Suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it. There we go. Oh my god, that was terrible. Okay, I'll fix this.
Frag out.
Nope. Oh, yep, I did. Cool, fantastic. Because Dell and their infinite wisdom stupidly removed. Whoa, hello. One second. I'll read that in a second. Come here, you. Ow. I'm dead. Because Dell and their infinite stupidity removed legacy support on their new workstations. I tried just imaging the old machine over, but it's MBR and not GPT. So the BIOS doesn't even see the drive with the image. Wow, okay. I didn't want to screw around trying to convert the image over to GPT in the hopes the Dell would see it. What the... Now, it's been a long time since I had to do that. I know Master Boot Record has some limitations. I thought main OS had to be on MBR. And GPT was just... It's general partition table, right? Is it general partition table? I thought GPT was just for storage. And then MBR was for OS. Or maybe again, it may be just my cold-addled brain trying to misremember something. But again, I could be misremembering. And most of our clients, it's just a dissimilar mix of computers that it would be more work than it would be worth to try to make master images. Now that I understand. Plus, you don't have to image machines that often. I mean, really? I mean, I feel like we should do it at our job like a lot more often than we do. Like, I got a customer right now who they're using Microsoft Teams, and when they're using our network, they actually can't make calls, but they can receive calls. And then, even then, if they put the call on hold and then answer it, then they can actually make calls. Like, if you have to call them, put the call on hold, and then pull the call off hold, and then all of a sudden audio comes through. It's the weirdest thing in the world. And I'm pretty sure it's I'm pretty sure it's either the image on his computer or it's a network issue, but that's just my guess. There we go. Are we done? Alright, very good. Waddle, 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 waddle. Well, I am sorry that you have to deal with that. That's not fun. I am happy that I don't have to do that, like that kind of troubleshooting anymore. I take it back. When it was just a troubleshooting, like actual OS issues, I didn't have a problem with it. You know, like actually troubleshooting computer issues, but specific client applications, I always hated that because it doesn't matter what you did, like, because you never really know, and I just always hated it.
Good to go.
I'd much prefer like troubleshooting actual applications or actual OS issues than application issues. Because application issues, depending upon the developer, could be literally anything. Oh man, I thought I was going to get that. GPT is necessary for UEFI. Most UEFI boards won't work with MBR without legacy support. Is that a new thing? It's a newer format that manages files differently and supports larger partitions. But I mean, like, alright, hold on. Because I've got like a, what is it, like a 10 terabyte drive in my server computer? No, it's a 8 terabyte drive. And GPT won't normally read beyond 2 terabytes, I think. And I had to do something funny to get it to register, but it wasn't that hard. That's also probably not a bad idea either. But like, I've never had a problem in certain. I know that Apple OS or Apple File OS, like the older ones, they didn't have a problem reading large partition drives. Like if I had a 10 terabyte drive, even 6-8 years ago, that's never a problem. GPT is necessary for greater than 2 terabytes. Yeah, but I think there's a maximum too. So I think it is 2 terabytes that it reads. Or maybe I'm misremembering. Again, like it's been so long since I've had to do any of this stuff. Like I know FAT32 has a file size limit of like, is it 4 gigs, 6 gigs, 8 gigs? I mean I can't remember. It's a limited file size. Or is that maybe it was a yeah, I think it was the file size was a limit or something like that. I can't remember. It's all so long I can't even remember anymore.
Who's next?
I haven't had to touch it in so long. It's crazy. MBR max is at 2 terabytes. GPT is necessary for larger drive partitions. I could have sworn that if you formatted a blank drive, even using GPT, it would tell you that it didn't know what it was doing, or it would say that hey, this doesn't read right. Because whenever I partitioned out my 8 terabyte drive, it said it couldn't read beyond 2 terabytes until I actually had to manually go in and like resize the drive afterwards. It's weird. Technically it is the disk and not the partition, but the same. Alright, hold on, which part? The size or the... Sorry, now I'm not even focusing on the game anymore. Now I'm trying my best for my mind to spin up gears that I haven't worked it or done anything with in years. And it's like, I gotta remember, how do I do this again? Which one is that again? BIOS max is a 2 terabyte physical disk. Okay. So I've never heard of that. Why would the BIOS care what kind of hardware you have? Like, it should just be able to read it. Come here, you. UEFI is necessary for greater than 2 terabyte disks. I've heard of UEFI. I've never had to deal with that, I don't think, though. I have had to do with EFI, but again, that was like on Apple stuff. Oh god dang it! No, Dom.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's already down. Yeah, I mean, this is like, this kind of stuff is so far outside of my. Like, I'd have to actually fiddle with it when I needed it. Like, if and when I add more storage space to my server again, I'll probably then like have to relearn some of the stuff again. But that's it. MBR can't do more than 2 terabytes. The BIOS can't do more than 2 terabytes. MBR also limit of 4 primary parts at most. So you can't partition your primary drive more than 4 times? That's weird. I mean, it makes sense that... I mean, I don't know why you'd want to partition your primary drive that many times, but alright. I'm not really seeing why that's something you would want to do, but then again, most of my computers are meant for very simple things. I no longer do virtual machines anymore, so... Oh, VMware. I hated that crap so much. Just freaking make a second partition, man.
Okay, Doc,
Like, I get that it's useful, but that's it. GPT is 18 exabytes and 128 parts. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty big change. Oh, god dang it! What's an exabyte? How many? What is an exabyte? I've never even heard of that.
but that'll work.
Windows HV is pretty good these days. Oh, what did I use? I just created a second boot partition on a new laptop I ever made and installed what I needed on there. I think the biggest annoyance I had is at one point, because of the OS I was using on one of my computers, I had to install an emulator that I had to jury-rig to get working properly so I could do my networking homework. And it was because I had to do... I think it was like, it wasn't Cisco Packet Tracer, it was something else. But it was that and more. And it was this very old program that essentially did what Cisco Packet Tracer did, and then some. And you could use it to kind of do programming as well as networking. And I remember having to kind of like just jury-rig the crap out of that to make it work. 1,000 petabytes. So basically, it's a file format size that's so large that by the time we get to it, we'll have already outgrown it. Got it. One billion gigabytes. That doesn't seem excessive at all. There we go. It's like, I'm gonna future-proof. By the time that you get, like, I don't know. I know that you never say that you'll never need to get that high, but I mean, not even the average person. Whoa, hello. Okay, wow, fine. Well, there's some people that want to do that. I knew one guy that turned his entire closet, like he had his home office, and it was just a bunch of drive bays linked together, like that would just form as a server. So they were all like a couple terabyte drives, and they were spinning all the time. They were old spinning drives. They were all hooked up. That was his media server. I was jealous. I still am jealous. I wish I had that kind of money and time and, I guess, dedication to my server. But his entire closet was a server. It was a frame for a server, and all it was just a bunch of hooked up drives.
Doc, get on the platform.
I know this is really exciting, watching me do the same thing over and over and over again, and we're talking about data storage. With that being said, I do enjoy lots and lots of data storage. Lots of hard drive space. Well, if the internet goes the way they want it to, you could store a lot of internets on it because they want to remove a ton of stuff off of it.
Okay, Doc, get in that crane and get me across.
Yeah, get on that crane. I'll build a 20 terabyte NAS at some point in the future. Probably more than I'll ever fill, but it'll be good for backup. Oh man, 20 terabytes? Pfft, I'll fill that crap in an afternoon. Like, I've had to put a lot of my my digital physical media conversion. I've had to put a lot of that stuff on hold. Why is that going up? There's nobody in there. I want to remove all the governments. I think it's a better option. I don't keep that much shit. I like to have I like physical media, but I like to digitize it for my own convenience. And I know people say that why don't you just buy the digital copy, and it's because you don't own digital copies of anything. Now the irony is that as much as I love video games, if I lost access to my video games, it would suck. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't really have much of an option in the PC world. If you're doing anything physical in the PC world, you're kind of screwed. But for movies and TV shows, there still is a market and a production of physical media. So I always try to get physical copies, and they're usually cheaper. Usually, not always, but usually I can get the Blu-ray of something at a cheaper price than I would if I got it anywhere else. No, I agree. They do. Most movies today suck, but that doesn't mean that there's not something that I want, right? Like, you know, I just recently, like my dad, as I said before, I've recently discovered Stargate, right? Now, I know it's an older show, but I would love to actually own the actual stuff. And so when I buy it, eventually, I want to be able to buy it and own it. And not have somebody else give it to me through a server. Move.
Let's do this.
Okay, just run. Haha, you just died. Let's see. Same, but I just don't think... I've seen it so many times, I've had a hard... This is my first time seeing it. I'm on Season 5 of SG-1. Oh, not Teggars! I don't like Teggars! Is he dead? I've never seen Stargate SG-1. My dad showed me the first, like, the movie a long time ago. But that was about it. And even then, like, I was so little, I don't think I cared. Oh, I heard Teggars! I heard Teggars! Dead. All I know is that when I watched the Stargate movie, I was laughing. Like, I enjoyed the movie, but they had to, like, load their weapons so many times. I'm like, dude, they're gonna have more, like... They're gonna have more dropped magazines than I think would actually be in their budget with the number of times they've actually, you know, loaded their weapons. Bye-bye! Oh god. Oh god. Ah! I don't like it as much after RDA moved to part-time on the show. Oh yeah. Well, thank you for ruining that for me. Well, sir, you gave me something to not look forward to. Come here, you. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yes.
Nice.
All right, Tickers, where are you? I know you're there. Come here, Tickers. It's okay. After I do Stargate SG-1, what I plan to do is I plan to watch Hercules. I'm gonna see if I can find a copy of Hercules somewhere, and then watch that, just so I don't burn out on Stargate too much. Let's get rid of this. There you go. One down. He had physical injuries that were limiting his acting, and he was trying to spend more time with his kids. Oh, that's fair. Was one of his kids named Charlie? Was one of his kids named Charlie? Because according to the movie, or the TV show, his kids are dead. Yes! This kid, one son, that's right, yeah. One kid that we knew about. I'm not gonna lie, there's at least one episode in that show that I would say at least one. There's actually one episode that I watched and I genuinely had fun with, and that was I had fun with all of them, but like I really enjoyed the episode where they get stuck in a time loop, and he just starts to give up, and so he just starts riding bicycles around, and he starts like spraying ketchup all over the place. Like, that was great. I loved that episode. It was fantastic. I know it's like, you know, I know that's just a silly TV show, but still, it just is a fun episode. See, I guess I'm just so used to bullcrap TV shows from today. I guess I have a much higher tolerance for it than I used to. I usually hate syndicated TV shows. Because, oh, hello. Because they follow a very, oh, god dang it. Oh, crap. Oh, god dang it. Yeah, he was golfing through the Stargate. I think the issue that I usually have with syndicated TV shows is that they follow a similar pattern like you're describing, and they get very boring. Like, I watched Blacklist at the behest of some of my family, and I hated it because it was like they couldn't do anything with the show. Whereas in Stargate they have a similar pattern, but at least the actual pattern is more interesting. It's not it's not groundbreaking. I mean, a lot of it follows a lot of. I think the show does a very good job of taking tropes and then saying, "Yeah, this is a trope," and it actually makes it a little bit better. I liked the concept of SG, but the writing was all over the place the first season and got really weak by season 2. I've never seen almost anything Stargate except for the few episodes my dad and me watched when I was a kid. And again, like, we're talking very, very few episodes. I just wasn't very interested in it. I was more interested in playing Legos and watching Star Wars. Oh, there's one more. Come here, you. Ow. Oh yeah. Oh, we're doing the 9/11 treatment, huh?
Shit, can barely see a thing.
Marcus, what's your status?
This'll do. We're about halfway down the sinkhole. We're still trying to figure out how to get to the bottom.
Copy that. We've almost finished loading the bomb onto the chopper. They should be headed in your direction within minutes.
Hopefully we'll be in place by the time they get here. I'll report in when we've made it to the tunnels below. Delta out.
But I also like how the so far in SG-1 they don't take themselves too seriously. Like, they actually do kind of, you know, talk about some of the things that don't make any sense. Oh crap! Ah, god dang it! God dang it! Because steel beams melt with unconcentrated heat and magically implode buildings. Well, you know what, sir? I believe it. I believe that magical fire melts cardboard, and that the buildings weren't actually made of steel but cardboard.
We're about...
That is better.
All good, Marcus.
I've actually had to explain to a couple buildings, like, you know, I was like, I love having this conversation because there's a certain point where you just have to kind of like just either joke at it or just really get depressed. And I choose to joke about it non-stop. That's right. But like, I would just start messing in people's heads because I was like, okay, well, how about this? Like, okay, you know, can't melt steel beams, right? Okay, what happens if you cause a decompression explosion in a place with very little oxygen, but enough oxygen to cause a multi-layered explosion that is going to also cause explosive decompressions across the building? And they're like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, so that kind of physics changes the way a building works, right? And they're like, I don't know. And I was like, okay.
All good, Marcus.
Let's keep moving.
You shouldn't be allowed to rowdy run. I only die so much because I'm on one of the 9/11 buildings. The Locust did 9/11. They just don't want you to know about it. Yes, attack me again. Oh god. Get behind cover, you moron. Alright, I want the flamethrower.
Come on.
Oh, he's down. I want to burn him. Burn him. Oh, no, they don't have it in this one. God dang it. We only have it in the third one. God darn it. What a waste. Anyway, I actually have a question for people tonight. Have you ever accidentally stumbled across a criminal front? You know? Like, have you ever walked into a store and realized that you were in a front? Because I've done this. Let's say, for one of them, I didn't realize it. One of them, I was like, I'm pretty sure this isn't, like, real.
What's your status?
No.
We're about.
And the third one happened actually on Wednesday.
All good, Marcus.
I've been to no, not that. That's actually probably true. I would have said, yeah, I've been to a government office. Ow.
Come on, come on.
But I mean, like, you know, an actual front, so... Oh, no, absolutely. But I mean, like, we're not talking, like, rich people crimes. We're talking about, like, we traffic drugs or we traffic, people, like, something dark stuff, man. Because I've been to a couple of those, and it's not, I mean, they're not, let's say they're not as pretty. It's not pretty to realize what it is that you're walking into. Because this happened to me on Wednesday. So, we had just gone out to eat, and family wanted to get some ice cream, so we were out of town. They decided they were going to go someplace, and I think the name, oh, I'm not going to say the name of the place. But we went to this little ice cream place in this city. And I bet a dry cleaners are obvious. Oh, yeah, no, a lot of dry cleaners are, so yeah, that makes sense. That's where the term money laundering comes from. And so we went there, and I've been to a couple different fronts, at least ones that I've known about. Now, I'm not like an expert at determining them at any point in time, but the best ones are the ones that act like businesses, actual factual businesses, and actually putting the effort to pretend to be one.
We need to get
But,
building
again, like, there's still little telltale signs. Like, one of the best Chinese food places I've ever been to was a front. But it's still one of the best Chinese food places I've been to. And you know what? After they got shut down and they reopened, it's still one of the best Chinese food places that I've ever been to.
Tom, let's cut these cables.
But, well, let me get a drink. Let me get a drink. Hold on. I tell a story. We walk in there, and we've got our entire family with us. And my first real kicker that something was wrong is that when we went in there, like, it wasn't run down. It just looked like that nobody was kind of there. And there was a little girl that was sitting in the corner, and she didn't look dirty or frumpy, but she didn't look happy, let's put it that way. And we were like, again, it's an ice cream shop. And she's eating something, but I can't really tell what it is. And she doesn't look like she's been well taken care of. She doesn't look awful. She looks like she's like, you know how like when you get sick and you get a little like sallow faced, you know, like it almost that, but not quite that bad. And she's eating something, I can't tell what it is. And when we walk in there, this Asian woman just runs out and she's like, "What do you want?" And that kind of took me back a little bit because I mean I was still kind of taking this all in, right? I'm not really ready for anything, and I mean I was like, "Oh, okay, hold on, something's not right here." I start looking around and like the lights are a little bit dimmer than I would expected, or at least it seemed dimmer. And I noticed that usually in an ice cream shop, depending upon the kind of ice cream shop, like the ones that you have like the little pull down levers where they come out of the wall or whatever, like the ice cream, there's a sound, there's a hum, but that's all there was in this place. There wasn't like tubs of it. It was all coming out from the machines. I didn't hear a thing, right? It's just quiet. The only thing I hear is the lights. Hey Kira, what's going on, man? I am talking about criminal fronts that I have discovered in my years and just kind of wandered into. And so that was kind of my first few inclinations. And then when she walked out and she started asking us, "What are we doing here?" That's when I realized that this is not a legitimate business under any circumstances, because everything is off. It's the middle of the day. You have actually, aside from the fact that the lights were on and the sign out front, I didn't like. You would never. It's just a hole in the wall. It's a no place business. And when we wanted to actually get ice cream, the lady looked at us like up. She looked at all of us up and down, and took this long 30-second pause and goes, "Okay." And she starts turning on all the machines and walks away. And she had to ask us what she was gonna get. Like, she basically said to basically ask us how much she thought we thought we owed. Like, it was very, very weird. It was one of the weirdest. Even most fronts that I've been to, they have some kind of business model that says, "Hey, you owe this much," or they have some kind of pricing structure that's this. It's a modicum of just it's pretending, right? But they're doing such a bad case of pretend that it was getting to the point where I was like, okay, this is a red flag for everybody. But for me, my first response once I figured it out was, we need to leave. But the other part of me was wondering if my family had figured it out yet, right? And pretty sure at this point they haven't picked up on it yet, because they're just not sensitive to it in some cases. We've never been to this city, this one anyway. And so we hey, maybe this is just the way weird people are in the city. I don't know. I have no idea what they're like. And so I'm sitting there and I'm kind of letting them figure this out on their own. And this is when I'm going to pause right here right quick. This is the next, I guess, tip that I got. This is a front. So, if you have turned off all the machines that keep the ice cream cold and you don't have many customers, that stuff eventually does go bad. It's rare. It takes a while, but it doesn't taste right after a while. That's why they keep them mixing. That stuff settles. It doesn't, and it's not exactly easy to get it back up. So it was kind of funny because everybody else got ice cream and I didn't. I purposefully chose not to do that. I decided when I got back to the hotel I was going to have a Snickers ice cream bar because, well, first off, I love Snickers, and two, it's a Snickers ice cream bar. I'm not saying I'm an addict, but if I could eat all Snickers all day, I probably would. That's the only candy bar I actually enjoy. And as we were leaving, there were a few people that kind of took double takes on this place. I don't really feel sure about this place, until finally one of my cousins leans over and she goes, "Did anybody else feel really weird about that place?" And I was like, yes, can you tell me why that was a weird place about it? She goes, "I don't know. There's something about that place that was off." And I was like, was it the obvious criminal front we all just had ice cream in? And I blew some people's minds and had to explain to them, look, here are these little signs. Here's what's going on. And by the way, how did the ice cream taste? And they all went, "A little funny." And I was like, yeah, it's because it's old. They don't sell ice cream. They sell something else. Ice cream is the front, honey. Come on. We're all we were all relatively the same family. We all relatively grew up in the same areas. This shouldn't be hard for you to figure out. Now, there was one that I actually did walk into. Now, it was actually it was a Chinese restaurant not too far from my house. It had made the best Chinese food that I've ever had, and to this day it still does. But the original owners were trafficking people in from China and greater Asia area. They were actually smuggling people into the country, and what they did is that, and I didn't know this, but they would actually use the servers as their merchandise. So they would promise these young women an opportunity in America, and they would then lead them with that promise, smuggle them illegally, have them work as servers, and then they would have their clients come in and order food. So it looks completely legit, nothing out of the ordinary. The only thing that caught your eye, if you paid attention, was the high turnover rate. The only problem is that a lot of restaurants have high turnover rates. And the thing is, you would still see some servers there pretty often. Like, I would still see, the same, a few female servers for months. But 2 months in, they'd be gone, And maybe I'd see one, I think the longest was 6 to 8 months. That was the longest. But it wasn't until finally they got busted. I never knew. And I ate there for years. Because it was delicious. They closed down for 6 months. They reopened. I now assume that they're completely legit. They may not be, but they still serve the best goddamn spring rolls and the best Mongolian beef and everything else like that in the area. So I can't really argue. And there are new owners. I really hope it's no longer a front. But it was the only one that I was like, this was a very well smoothed operation. This is really, really smooth. That's kind of scary. Now I'm kind of skeptical of like any restaurant I go to that's not a chain restaurant. I'm like, I don't know, man. Are you smuggling people? It's like if I go to like a little hole in the wall Mexican food place, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Are you smuggling people?
Down there.
And then the last one was a Mediterranean store. I say Mediterranean store. That I didn't go to it that often, but it's straight up. It got caught within like 3 months of it opening because it was like obviously something was wrong. And I was pretty sure something bad was happening, but I couldn't. I was a teenager whenever I saw that one go down, and I wasn't really sure about it, because I was still a stupid teenager. But man. Oh, come on, let me get him, let me get him, let me get him, let me get him, let me get him! Oh, come on! I just died from a rock slide. What the hell was that? What a way to go. I kill off all these bad guys, die from rock slide. Oh, man. But I mean, the thing with like certain businesses that are criminal fronts, the better they are at covering it up. Like the more they look like a legit business, the more you never know, right? And so like, there's lots of these little businesses that I now kind of I question every now and again, going like, are you sure this is legit? Anyway, I'm doing good, man. I got a little cold. I'm getting better. Why am I? AD, why are you here? Sir, that's not nice. You're here because you wanted to hear the story. And hopefully you heard the whole thing. 'Cause, I mean, I'm now done. You're here to support good peoples, sir. You're here to watch me shoot. Oh, God! Wow, you're here to watch me get two-shotted by a Cantus, obviously. And to see what my hands are doing after I die. How are y'all doing? Hi, Kiro. Hey, AD. Hopefully y'all are having a happy Monday. It's Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday. I don't know. Time starts to bleed into itself after a while. Come here, you. Hey, man, that's a good place to be, even if it's for a Monday. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, God, no, not Tekkers! I hate Tekkers! I hate Tekkers! That's good, Kira. I'm glad to hear that, man. I haven't seen you in a while. I don't see you very often anymore, man. I appreciate you coming by. I've been living the dream, man. I got a little bit of a cold, but I'm getting over it, I just discovered that an ice cream place I went to on Wednesday was a criminal front. That's always nice. I just got here from Well something with Hearts of Iron 4 multiplayer. A lot of drama with some man. See, that's one of the things that kind of gets me. Is like the strategy, especially grand strategy games like Hearts of Iron. I could totally see people getting really upset about because it takes a lot to set up that game, right? Like it takes a lot. Because like if you start everything and all of a sudden something goes wrong, like you're screwed.
Come on.
I know you're good, man. You are good. I get it, man. Like I have to. I'm gonna have to probably change some of my streaming times a little bit to like even shorten down Monday streams. I'm gonna not do it this week, but I'm gonna see how it works out. Cause I have to actually travel to go to my office now, which I'm not really a big fan of, but I have to do it because work requires it. And
I need ammo.
I need to switch this out. So I may find myself in a position where I have to maybe shorten down Mondays just a smidge. The guy is so pissed at me. Hey, feathers. I've kind of been missing from almost every I watch. I've been trying to go to bed. Really see. Oh, see. The guy is so pissed at me. And feel this. See, that's the problem, man. I know, right? But see, that's kind of the problem, right? Grammar go burr. Oh man, like I see. I would love to play Hearts of Iron multiplayer and kind of go through a game or a stream like that, or yes, an entire stream of that. But at the same time, like I would need the actual time to do that. To like, because I wouldn't want to start and stop it. I would want to just play it.
Come on, come on.
I do like this scene. This is a bit ridiculous, but I do enjoy this scene where we're like in the elevator with the crappy music. But if I can get enough people to play, and we can play together, I think that'd be good. But yeah, it just wouldn't be.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Oh my God, no! It's a Brumac with his spider goggles. Oh, it's whatever. Enough people to play what? Hearts of Iron 4. Like, if I can get enough people to play Hearts of Iron 4, we'd probably do it. Now, we have been playing Barotrauma, which I've really enjoyed. And I think it's safe to say even Fokker enjoys Barotrauma, despite pissing and moaning. Yeah, no. Fokker, I think you would play Barotrauma. I don't think you'd play Hearts of Iron. It is a very slow, methodical strategy game. I think that it's not fair. I think that you actually enjoy playing the game for what it is. I think you enjoy the missions. It's simple and it's fun, and the more people that play, actually, the more fun it gets. It's a very boring strategy game. It's way too dry. No, it can be. It can be.
So can we.
I'll admit, it can definitely be a very dry game. It's so somebody told me about Victoria, and I've been thinking about looking at Victoria. I've heard Victoria 2 is really, really good. Ah, yes! I now ride the giant tadpole.
Control, Delta here. We've hijacked the Brumach so that we can...
What?
We're riding a Brumach. We're gonna use
It's
it to
funny
clear
what
the
me and a
area
few of my
faster.
friends call it hellhole of fun in hell. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Roger that,
I
Delta.
like how that's where we are like, oh, okay.
I've got the guns. You take the cannon.
Yes. Ow, that hurt. See, this is where you get all your extra kills. But this is a pretty fun sequence, not gonna lie. I was gonna say when someone says they're riding Godzilla. I mean, I mean, I would say, can I have one? I mean, yes. No. No. There we go. Oh, I remember this section. This is like a really weird ending, but I'll take it. For the last time, why'd you stop playing? Or why are you gonna stop playing? I've never played Warzone at all, so. Modern Warfare 2 is probably my last favorite one. You have no PC sound. No PC sound. What are you talking about? What did you do to your PC sound? Yes. I may have uninstalled a driver when I was doing something. What? Why you do this? I don't even use my onboard sounds. It's always able to back up. Jeez. I don't think I've ever uninstalled an audio driver. I'll admit that. I've done lots of stupid stuff on my computer before, but I've never uninstalled an audio driver. Oh no, I take it back. I've uninstalled a video driver before. Die! That's been doing work. You know, it's been a long time ago though. That was like when I was still learning how to do stuff, and I was fiddling around with things. I wanted to know how they would work, and then I stupidly didn't know how to reinstall stuff again. So it was awful. It was awful, absolutely awful. Yeah. Punch it. Press X to win. Yeah, punch him in the face. I use an external amp for the headphones, and I use the built-in video. Oh, hello. Die. Look at that. Destructible environments. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at all the destructible environments. Oh my god, so amazing. I can also use audio through my video card and the speakers. I have 4 total audio sources from a PC. Well, sir, aren't you special? Wait, why can't I move forward? There we go. I felt like going on a rant about it. Nah, man, you're good. I enjoy playing Hearts of Iron 4, and like when I have an opportunity, I'll start a. Actually, it did do better destructible environments for Red Faction Guerrilla. No, Guerrilla? The one where they went to Mars. That was great. I don't think I've ever finished that one though, but I do have it for PC. I've debated on whether I should actually stream it or not. Just because it's a cool little, it's a cool game. It's a cool game. Even now, it's still cool. Oh, you mean just Red Faction? Like, just straight up Red Faction? Because Red Faction, if I'm not mistaken, was a first-person shooter game. The one that I'm thinking of was when they were in Mars, and that one they actually do a pretty good job with the destructible environments. The game is the destructible environments as well as the original game. What about Battlefield Bad Company 2? They did pretty good destructible environments. couldn't reshape the terrain. And I played a few of the Red Faction games. Not the I don't know if I played the original one. If I did, it was a long time ago. I don't remember if I played the classic Red Faction though. I don't remember doing that kind of stuff in Red Faction, but maybe I'm wrong. Well, the Red Faction one that I'm thinking of is the one that took place on Mars, and it, oh, 1 second. It's third person, that's what it was. Okay, I died, sorry. Never try to play Arts Fire in front of people you have had a bit of... No, dude, no, never play that. First off, don't play games with people that you've got drama with, man. Like, don't. Like, I play games to have fun and relax. Like, I do this to relax. If I'm going to tell you right now, if streaming games ever becomes not relaxing, there's a really high chance I'll stop doing it. Not because I don't enjoy, like, you know, because I don't enjoy playing games, but maybe I need to do something else for a little bit, you know. But this is my fun time. So anything I do here is having fun. Even if it's like the history stuff, it's because I have fun doing it. Though I had to put that on hiatus for a little bit, so yeah, there's that. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I don't play it too. I'm just saying, like, if for some reason it becomes like too much of a burden, I'll probably stop. But I did this for fun. It's my last hobby, really. If I become internet famous, I don't think I'd like it. I'm not sure I want to become famous. I've seen what happens to people that become internet famous. They become horribly large douchebags. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to become one of those people. So some people may stream on Twitch for fame and glory. I just stream for funsies. If I become internet famous, it would be for a good reason. Well, I think that most people that become internet famous probably aren't for good reasons. You don't like people at all. But yeah, no, I mean, I not that I ever intend to stop streaming. If you fall, I shall take up the cause. Die. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He just melts. Look at that. I think each of these is like 1 kill or whatever. I don't know, this is just PNGs. If I would, it would be for doing nothing in my life. Oh, jeez. But, like, I mean, the thing is, most internet streamers that I've watched, like, the ones that people really like, I mean, I think PewDiePie is entertaining, but, I mean, again, like, I guess I can't, whenever I watched PewDiePie, it was, like, a long time ago, I just didn't, it was alright, it was fun. Most people just, they're on the internet and they're just fake as hell, and I just can't handle it. I don't like it. I just get annoyed by it. Now I have to clear this entire place out. I mean, look, if you don't stream because you don't want to stream, that's fine, right? There's nothing wrong with just playing games. I mean, I think most people are. I think most people, when they're with a group of people, I find most people more fun, entertaining, and engaging, right? It's one of the reasons why I wanted to play multiplayer games with people. It's why I like Barotrauma and Squad. It's not the stuff that probably gets the most views, but at the same time, I do it because it's fun. And I think that when I'm having fun, it's a lot easier for other people to have fun. You know, I think it's more fun to watch other people have fun and to get them to be, to get them to want to do it, right? You know, than it is to actually just do it by myself and have fun. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing solo games too. I really am. Like, I more often than not, I do like playing solo games more than I do like playing multiplayer games. But at the same time, I also recognize that, hey, you know, it's a lot more fun for everyone, and for me too, actually, to play multiplayer games than it is for me to only play single-player games. And it can, you know, like Barotrauma, it can lead to some pretty ridiculous things, like Fokker throwing a fucking stun grenade in the middle of my cockpit. I know, like, the time when I was a teenager, a guy said he was a hot teen as well, and he is actually a 45-year-old man. Well, see, that's a valuable life lesson there. See, you learn that lesson. But, you know, like, I mean, it's being interesting is very, very difficult, and it's not something that most people are, and I wouldn't even consider myself a very interesting person. Most of the things that are interesting about me are honestly things that have happened to me, and they're things that if I could go back and redo them, most of them I probably would take the opportunity, and then I'd be a really boring person, right? And, you know, they're fun stories, like whenever I walk into a criminal front, it's funny, it's fun, it's silly. At the same time, though, like, you know, it is a bit scary. This is why we should all have a myth added on Steam. Well, you're free to do so, man. It's the same as my Twitch stream. I don't know why I'm actually clearing these guys out. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, because that's the interesting stuff, right? That's where interesting things happen. You know, like nobody's interested in the boring and the stupidity and like things like that. I know you do, ID. I know, but I'm saying like most people are boring, and that's okay. It's as a matter of fact, as I tell people in my personal life and on stream, I don't aspire to be anything but boring. Like, I'm nothing special. I'm just a guy. There's nothing crazy special about me. Fokker can attest to this. Ah! Where am I? I'm just some regular dude. There's nothing cool about me. If you'd like to watch people for their skill, but I personally like to stream with some personality. Well, I don't know why you watch me then. Being interesting and selling all the time is, oh no, absolutely it is. But also you end up having to kind of be somebody that you're not, right? Like, you know, there are some streams where I'm way more entertaining and engaging than there's other ones. Like there's some where I just say, look, I'm tired, man, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep going. You know, and there's some streams where I start off really strong and I end really weak, and there's some that I'm doing okay on, and I think it's okay. Definitely not your skill. Shut up, man! Don't make fun of me. I thought I had to destroy these things, right? Is that right? Yeah, no, I don't play games to be the best anymore. Those days are long gone. It's not our fault you're bad. Yes, it is your fault I'm bad. But even then, like, I wouldn't. Even if this was like my job, I don't think I could sit down and play games all day to become good at them. I just don't think I could do that. Like, at least there's entertainment in you being bad. That's exactly right. Watching somebody fail is way more fun than watching somebody succeed. Though watching somebody succeed is also fun, watching somebody fail is just as fun. But let me put it this way: when you don't know somebody, watching them fail is fun. When you know them, watching them succeed is fun, right? That's usually like the way that I've always kind of envisioned it. Because if you watch somebody fall down and get hurt, you know, it's kind of funny as long as they're not like ridiculously hurt. However, if you watch somebody that you know fall down and get hurt, it can be funny. It just, again, depends, but it's a lot more fun. It's a lot less funny. Well, sir, you came to the right place.
Target area is clean, and we have a clear path for the Ravens.
Oh no! Well, thank you. I approve that. Oh my God! He's filling up with Capri Sun. He's filling up with Capri Sun. I have no idea how Barrett actually got there. I love the audio mixing, but there's not even like a standard, like actual standard of audio files. It's just now the audio's all jacked up. I like how they bring a light mass bomb by helicopter. The pouch. Mmm, tentacles.
Marcus, we're screwed. We lost the light mass bomb. So close.
I still have a save from an MP game we did a good bit ago. So do I, actually. I still have that game. We should probably just start another one from scratch, now that I'm actually better at the game.
What the hell is going on with that thing?
Oh, what's it doing? Oh my god, it's becoming alien! That's right, Roid Rage Godzilla. I like how it's got like dilapidated hands. I've got better. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant worse. Did I say better? I meant worse. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Oh my god, no! See, all the other ones morphed normally. This guy just, it's like somebody handed a teenager cocaine and they just went nuts. Dude, I don't get a shower. Oh, jeez. It's most women whenever they don't actually do, put on their face. Ow! That hurts. Oh, look at this boss battle. Fun and engaging gameplay. Look at that. Come here, you. Shove those tentacles in my... Yes! Meh!
Get us out of here now! All KR units, evac to the surface!
So they have king ravens. Where's the ravens, right? Ba, ba, da, 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 da. And that's how the queen alien died. And formed the hybrid human queen alien. And then Ripley saved the world. Never forget, Weyland Yutani is eventually bought by Walmart. That's the moral of the story. Oh my god. Bullets, my only weakness. I'm not gonna lie. When they said that Weyland Yutani got bought by Walmart, I actually did like that. That was kind of funny. It's not great, but I thought it was funny. I did laugh at that. But you're right, that was pretty bad. It was really bad. But it was funny. Honestly, Angel and Firefly is the only good writing he's done. Angel. I'm not familiar with Angel. I know of Firefly, but I don't know of Angel. Didn't he just he did Serenity too? Did he wrote that? I like how they don't understand how like holes in the ground work.
blink of an eye. One event, one unexpected twist of fate, and suddenly the world as you knew it is gone forever.
Anya, can you read me? Anya, come in! Anya!
All that you
Uh-oh.
held dear, all that you held close, is washed away into the sea of distant memory.
I'm sorry, Marcus.
Life is cruel. Of this I have no doubt. But life continues on, with or without you.
Oh, harsh. Or debug nuking.
The hope that one leaves behind legacies that we leave behind are not the ones that we intended.
I like that. I do like that little kicker. It's like the ones we leave behind are not the ones we intended to. I always like that. It's that ominous foreshadowing, that foreboding. Success is going from failure to failure, the loss of enthusiasm. Cliff, you son of a bitch. You didn't actually say that. That was somebody else. But at least he went from success to failure and failure and failure and failure into irrelevance, right? He thought he was going to be big enough to make his own company and everything, and he did for a little bit, and he just completely went under. I see. Here's the thing, Cliff, in my opinion, there was a part, at least at some point, where he wasn't, and then he became a complete and utter insufferable prick. I don't know what happened, but that's true. He becomes an insufferable asshole. Oh man. See, this sounds like a fascist American playthrough I did and when I went against the Soviets. See, I've tried playing as the Soviets in Hearts of Iron. I still can't. I can never get that stupid ball rolling. I always end up playing defensive every single time. Well, I'm gonna head out. All right, AT. Thanks for stopping by, man. See you next time. Hopefully there's a next time, right? They are. Most of these are really bad. But I remember this I remember this whole thing was amazing from back in the day. I loved it. I think there was like one or two of them that I thought were really funny. Now what's even sadder is like if you look at all these people now and you try to look them up, like how much they've aged because of course, you know, time. It's like, just think about there are some games that were made like now and there were people in their 30s and now they're retired. It's like, wow, that makes me kind of sad. I know, right? But it's crazy to think how much though, like in the gaming industry, like people age in one of two ways, very poorly or you can't tell. Like I don't know very many game developers, but the ones that I do, like I feel like they age twice the rate. Yeah. Hey, Kendall Tucker so far's got the best one. He's just, nah. Oh my god, Mikey Spano, a Futurama quote. I guarantee you half these people are probably divorced now. I like how Mike doesn't even thank Cliff. He just thanks everybody else. They spend all day sitting in front of computers eating garbage food and sucking down soda. Well, you know, depends how much money they got from the game. That's true. That's true. Their diet and lifestyle. Fuck them. No, see, that's true to an extent, right? Part of that is choice. As a programmer, like as a former programmer, that's partially choice. And a lot of times, avoiding becoming fat is really just a matter of getting up and going for a walk. Like you can still eat pretty poorly and still not get fat if you just move a little bit. Like really, a lot of that is just a matter of like letting that stuff not sit in your stomach and not sit in your gut. No, I agree. Achievement unlocked. Shipped Gears 2. Using War 2. See, that guy probably got the funniest thing so far. But I mean, it is a choice regardless. But like, even during crunch time, like you get up and walk, right? Oh no, absolutely. A lot of programmers, they really just tear themselves apart to do this job. And even now, like one of my lead programmers at work, he's a big guy. But like again, like I know he's trying to work on it. I know that it's not healthy. Everybody knows it's not healthy. But yeah, there's a certain point where it is a choice. But at the same time though, like you got to do what you got to do. You know, if you got to work and that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But if you really want to do that, like a lot of it really comes down to you just have to get up and move a little bit, you know. And I don't even mean like go for a jog. I mean just like, you know, hey, after dinner or after you have had a snack, maybe just get up and take a lap, like around the building. It is, well, assuming the building's not massive, right? Or hey, take a lap on the floor, you know, like walk your floor, something, anything, just something to get everything moving again. And just get up every now and again and just do that and just kind of keep that going. Heck, I mean, whenever I'm in my office at work, I usually try to like put in a usually long walk somewhere where like I know that the way I'm doing something is not as efficient as it could be, but I do it so that I can get up and move more often. It is kind of annoying. It is definitely not as efficient, but it makes it to where I'm not sitting there doing nothing. You take lots of laps. Even big buildings, the laps aren't that long. Again, that's why you have to kind of do something to kind of get it going, right? Like, nothing's perfect. But if you start, like, tacking all those little things that you do up, it might make a difference. But, you know, like, I mean, I try to go on walks when I get home, just to kind of, or whenever I'm off work, just so I can, you know, get up from my chair. We are watching this cancer because we're having a conversation. At least I thought we were. Maybe that's just me. Look, Tim Sweeney. Those who dance are often thought mad about it. See, these are like these people that think that these were really, really awesome things. Love you, Ventiest Roxanne. Oh my god, these are so early 2000s. It's easier to seek forgiveness than to ask for permission. See, the people that were smart didn't say anything. And the people that just thank their family, those people are fine. I don't see a problem with that. Now, the people that said, oh, thank you, Epic, and I'm like, I don't know, Epic turned into pieces of garbage. I read that as to my son, Kanye. Oh, God, stop. Keep going. The best that ever happened to me. I was like, wait, hold on. Now it's all my fault. I'll skip forgiveness and not worry about permission. Oh, there you go. My total love to Shino without doing maybe totally complete. His son, Kanye West. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder how bad Cliff Bleszinski looks now. I'm gonna Google him real quick. I want to see how poorly he's aged, and be reminded that age eventually comes for us all. Actually, he looks fatter, but that's about it. He looks a bit fatter, but he's almost 50 though, so. Well, Epic is pretty much. I think the fight for Epic to become a actual storefront is now over. I think they tried so hard to shovel out GOG, Steam, and Origin, and I think that they've kind of blew their load. And what was it? There was a game that came out not too long ago. They tried to do exclusive. But because it backfired in their face, it's backfired in their face 3 or 4 times now. But the last one, I can't remember what it was, backfired so badly that nobody bought it, and they waited until it came to Steam. I think Red Dead Redemption was it Red Dead? No, that was Rockstar. So no, that wasn't it. It was man, what was the big last exclusivity they did where they got the game first like a year in advance? Oh, no, was it Cyberpunk? Was it Cyberpunk? I think it was Cyberpunk. Where they made a huge deal about it, and it just completely destroyed everything. And I think that was one of the last ones they did that was a major release that they wanted to talk about. I thought it was Cyberpunk. Okay, maybe it wasn't that one. Okay, there was another one they did that was a big launch, and when they launched it, it was only on their platform for like a year, and nobody cared. Nobody bought it. Everybody waited for it to be available on not Xbox, but on Steam. What was it? I can't remember what the hell it was. But yeah, after that, I can't remember the name of it. But after that game just collapsed. Was it Borderlands 3? Maybe it was Borderlands 3. That sounds right. After Borderlands 3, I think. And people kind of just waited for it to come onto Steam, and that's what kind of murdered the actual plot. Or at least that's what it looked like, on my opinion. Like, that's when it started just kind of dying down, because they tried their very best to keep that going, to try and eke out a market share over Steam. The problem is they couldn't get that freaking platform up and running, and the whole thing is goddamn spyware. The whole thing is spyware.
This is Adam Phoenix. Is anyone out there?
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me? This is Adam Phoenix. Can you hear me?
No.
What have you done?
Uh-oh. I think we did it bad. They PC'd that game and ruined it. It's absolutely Spire because it's happened by Tencent, another Chinese company. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Tencent, I think, still has... Tencent has shares in almost every single gaming company now. But... Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? It's time for this guy to go to bed. It is actually the time for us to leave each other. And I apologize. I know. But I'll be back. And this Wednesday, it's time to duel. PB&J. Oh, man, PB&J time. That sounds fantastic. Oh, my God. Oh, man. No sleep till Brooklyn. Oh, no, then I ain't never sleeping. Because I ain't never going to Brooklyn. I never want to go to Brooklyn. And Brooklyn can sink into the depths of whatever hell it came from. And I'm sure that there are lots of nice people there. I don't care. Oh, man. New York can slide off the face of the earth. Same as California and a few other places. Don't care. I don't even care. And if you live in those places, I recommend you leave. That's all I know. But yeah, no, we're gonna head out of here tonight. It is the normal time for us to leave. Well, it wouldn't sink into the ocean. Technically, it would sink into the bay, and then it would become the bay, and the bay would then become the ocean. That's just because the unions run their trash pickups, man. It's not the same thing. It's not because it's Little Trash City because it's made of trash, although it is. It's a literal trash city because they have the unions running their trash pickup. That's all it is. That's all it is. I'm kidding. It does not matter from whence the blood flows, so long as it flows. Does not matter where the trash goes. Night, Kiro. But yeah, so I'm going to call it a night tonight, guys. I will see you all again on Wednesday, where we'll pick up with Gears of War 3. And then after that, we'll do Judgment and just knock out all the Gears titles. Just knock out all the Gears titles at once. That way we don't ever have to touch them again. Although I heard a rumor that they're going to remaster Gears of War 2. And I'm not going to lie, that actually has my attention a little bit. If that's true, I will probably do that. I like Gears of War. Gears of War is one of my favorite franchises. I have only played three of them. If they do Gears of War 2 remaster, I will definitely play that. I like Gears of War. I like the franchise. I like the original trilogy. It's one of those games I revisit every now and again, and I'm like, man, there's a lot of fun stuff in here. There's lots of mystery. There's some horror. There's lots of action. The story is mediocre, but there's lots of action and it's fun. But yeah, no, I think the overall story is pretty good. If what you say is true, then you will have gained my trust. That's right. Although I can't remember where that quote is from. Oh, where's that from? That I want to say. Where's that from? Good Lord. That quote is like right off the tip of my brain. Khajiit Tezwares. That's right, yes! Star Wars Episode 3. That's right, yes. Mace Windu, just before he is betrayed. Khajiit Tezwares if you have coin. Oh, Khajiit. Man, there's so many Khajiit memes. But anyway, yeah, no, okay, before I keep getting distracted, I need to go to bed. Because I have to get up I have to get up in like 5 hours. I have to go to bed. So, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all again on Wednesday. If you have not followed and you enjoyed watching us tonight and having the conversation, please definitely give us a follow, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good night.